Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, we're going to start our ongoing meditation session now. Be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, you can mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dharma practitioners, before we start our practice session, we'll take few minutes to clarify ourselves how this meditation can help for us to cultivate our awareness, cultivate our mind. So when it comes to meditation, the very purpose of meditation is development of our mind. So why we need the development? Why the mind? Because as the body grow, our memory grow. Why that mind cannot grow itself? Because when it comes to our bodily action, verbal action, mental action, underneath deeply we have a repetition. So when you keep repeating, it becomes a life and it becomes the habit. And once it becomes a habit, it loses your growing ability or wisdom. So through the meditation, in a certain way, we develop a method to not to go with our day-to-day habitual patterns or with the mind. We bring our awareness to the present moment. So in that present moment, you develop the total clarity and the understanding with the present moment of experience. So that is one of the best way to allow your mind to grow, because the very nature of the mind, when it depends on the past or the future, the growth not going to happen. So that's why the meditation help our awareness to grow, because through the practice, we're trying to be in the moment. So when it comes to that, one thing we have to understand that in day-to-day life, we always have the conversation inside us within ourselves. How this conversation happen? So the mostly this conversation happens that we invite for certain ideas to come to inside us. And even we don't know from where it come, how it come. But we are the one who invite for certain ideas to come inside us. And once that idea come and sit and start to keep chattering with our own mind. And out of that own mind, out of that conversation, what happens? We develop thoughts. We develop some kind of ideas. We develop some kind of hopes. But when it comes to the real life, that ideas not going to match. So then what will happen? The ideas that we build inside us, and in day-to-day situations come, and then the ideas become casualties, fail, damage. So when you get damaged, when your ideas get damaged, or once your ideas or the hope or imagination become casualty, it brings us the pain. It brings us the sorrow, sadness, worry, disappointment. And at the same time, it brings us the fear. So then how we can get out of this conversation or the imagination? So that's why in the very first level, we develop a method to keep follow our own inhalation, exhalation. So when it comes to that, you will experience moment by moment, that whatever the inhalation or exhalation that we see is always change. And when you experience something, even though it brings us the life, it's not going to be there for us. And that will help you to understand we are in a journey. But in day-to-day, why it is important to understand? Because in day-to-day life, when situations come, when the events happens, mostly we think it's kind of like permanent. We don't see the other side. That's why when you get old, you may see sometimes from your teenager time, in your young age, you went through many breakups. Maybe your partners gave you a hard time, and then you got married, and maybe you got divorced, and maybe your husband died, your wife died, and you are the one who arranged the funeral, and you are the one who buried that people. And maybe you have the children, so they maybe died, so you are the one who did that funeral. And then in sometimes workplace, you fired many times, and you lost everything many times in your life. And by the time and you recover out of this all. So but when the moment that you experience that things, you never see, you go through this. So in the present moment, observing the change, bringing you this wisdom to yourself. You don't need to wait till end of your life. So moment by moment, that whatever you experience, change, and it take you to the other side. So that is a wisdom that you can gain out of this practice, and have the strength the courage and have the patience to go through the situation knowingly this is not permanent. So that wisdom you need in this very conventional life. Why? Because it is very difficult. It is not easy. So if you don't have this wisdom, what will happen? You always have to go through the pain. Another way we call it suffering. So then we have to understand the suffering means the way we handle situations. Because if you have the wisdom to understand this will go through, and you will go to the other side of the situation, and then your mind start to become more clear, sharp, and solid in that situation. And that will help you to get out of the suffering in that very moment. So that's why that we need some kind of practice in the beginning, because just by thinking, we cannot gain that wisdom. We just can have a kind of like an intellectual understanding or kind of like a knowledge, but it is never going to deeply help for us when something really hit us. Because sometimes in life, there are things happen. It's very difficult to handle with just the conventional knowledge. With the ordinary understanding, it is very difficult to handle. So that's why you have to develop a method to cultivate yourself, to gain more strength and ability and wisdom regarding the very basic nature of this fundamental human life, human qualities, worldly nature. So that will help you to go through the situation. So when it comes to the meditation, in the beginning, we bring our awareness or attention in front of our nose and upper lip area and allow your inhalation, exhalations happen itself. It's like you set up your sailing boat and waiting for the wind. And when the inhalation happen, when the exhalation happen, just recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. And sometimes mind will go here and there. Don't worry about it. Don't question it. Don't argue. Don't resist that. Only thing, once you know your mind somewhere else, bring it back. And then by the time, little by little, the mind will slowly settle down with the inhalation and exhalation. And once it settles down there, your body, your mind, your breathing start to work as one. So that oneness will help you to experience the newness. So when you expand that experience, when you continue that moment by moment, that you will recognize that newness always going to be there with you. And then you understand that even that newness is experienced because impermanent. So once you are able to understand deeply within your own inhalation, exhalation, how this impermanent things hold our life, that wisdom will unveil that all the tangles, this tangle inside us, and it will help you to release all the the collective nature. So that is what you need. So it needs to happen within your own experience. That experience should come within your own observation. That observation should come within your own effort. With that effort should come within your own will. That will should come within your own understanding. That is where you will deeply allow yourself to recognize. So that recognition we call self-realization. So that is where we keep going, and just let's get into practice. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please, and find the sensation. And allow your inhalations, exhalation happen itself. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, and universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward, visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Also may all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Yattavata chammihi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddhang pujemi dhammang pujemi sanghang pujemi addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha paribunjissami idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.